Few cylinders, which larger engine displacement signifies more torque, as mainly stroke length gets longer. This is even more true in an undersquared engine, with bore shorter than stroke, which reasons why trucks tend to have plenty big engine with only small amount of cylinders. In this episode, you will get to know some of the largest four-bangers in a regular car. GM LVV. For half a decade, General Motors had this Vortec 2900 engine used by Chevrolet, GMC and Isuzu. With its design, it was no special engine, although its rev limit was decently high at 6300 rpm. Porsche 944 and 968. The 944 was the most successful Porsche to be sold with over 163 examples back in time. The base was provided by its outdated sibling, the 924, and it received a new alloy engine lineup starting at 2.5, with the 3-liter being the largest unit. The same power plant was later used in the Porsche 968 with either 16-valve or turbo 8-valve setup with up to 350 horsepower in the 968 Turbo RS. Pontiac Tempest. Introduced as an entry-level compact model, the Pontiac Tempest was based on a front-engine, rear-wheel drive platform with a variety of engines available. The smallest of them was a large 4-cylinder of 3.2 liter. A single 4-barrel carburetor was an option, which brought a significant amount of power. International Harvester Scout 800. As a less-known full-size off-roader, the IH Scout was amongst the first production automobiles to feature a turbocharger. Besides the turbo Comanche engine, a 3.2-liter naturally aspirated counterpart was an option too. It wasn't particularly impressive or interesting, but hey, it made it to VisioRacer list. Ford L-Head Inline 4. Designed by Ford, this engine was used in the Model A or AA from the 20s, and afterwards Soviets accommodated it under a license for the gas brand. It could be found in the M1 or MM models, but the 67 model as the Jeep Willys equivalent had it as well. By design it was water-cooled, featuring an L-head layout. Detroit Diesel 453. The Series 53 came out in 1957 as a small sibling to the already existing 71 series. With 869cc per cylinder, it adds up to a 3.5 liter, which was enough for lighter on-road vehicles like pickups, tractors, etc. There was also a factory turbocharged variant with 35 horsepower on top. Toyota 15B. The 15B was meant for heavier on-road applications, but still only decently sized. It could be found in a minibus, coaster, or a commercial medium-duty truck, Dyna. Besides, it also got under the hood of the Toyota Mega Cruiser, used for military purposes, which may remind you the Hummer H1. There was also an LPG version with the same displacement and more torque than the NA Diesel 15B.
Satu kali saja reso.
Fiat Typo 55. Back in the 1900s, Giovanni Agnelli allegedly imposed his car brand as the Rolls-Royce equivalent and sold this Typo 55 model in his new American subsidiary in Poughkeepsie, New York. It was nicknamed as the Gentleman's Racer, as only rich people could afford and potentially race it. The car was capable of top speed of 70 miles per hour. Fiat S76. This car has the largest 4-cylinder engine ever put in a 4-wheel machine. It has undersquared cylinders, which allows it to make a ridiculous amount of torque, with a peak at just 1900 RPM. It was built to break a speed record, which it partially managed to do unofficially. Did I leave out any interesting engine worth a note? Let me know down in the comment section, and like and share the video if you enjoyed it. Cheers!
If you will tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again.